Have you ever watched something unfold so bizarrely in public that you couldn't help but wonder if there was a hidden story behind it? That's exactly what happened when Kanye West made a high-profile return to the Grammys, accompanied by his wife, Bianca Censori, in an outfit that left everyone speechless. Some say it was a bold fashion statement, others say it was borderline exploitation, and a few even wonder if there's a deeper, darker force at play. One thing's for sure, the internet hasn't stopped talking about it. Was this over-the-top moment a cry for attention, or a glimpse into a bigger issue? Let's dive into the rumors, allegations, and confusion that made their Grammys appearance one of the most unsettling talking points in recent music history. It was supposed to be a triumphant return for Kanye West. After nearly a decade of skipping the Grammys, he decided to show up, arm in arm with Bianca. Kanye, known for his audacious statements and unpredictable behavior, showed off a strangely modest look, fully covered from head to toe in layered clothing. Meanwhile, Bianca arrived in a massive fur coat that initially concealed her entire figure. Cameras flashed, fans and reporters craned their necks, eagerly anticipating some high-fashion ensemble or controversial statement. Then, all at once, Bianca slipped off the oversized coat. Underneath was a sheer, barely there dress that offered no room for imagination. In seconds, social media lit up. People were stunned, confused, and in some cases outraged. Onlookers at the event reportedly gasped and whispered that perhaps they were witnessing another bizarre Kanye West performance art piece. But for many, this was simply a new low. Some speculated that this was part of Kanye's grand creative vision, a spectacle designed to dominate headlines. Others believed Bianca was being coerced into wearing something so revealing. The debate only got fiercer when it seemed like Kanye had specifically instructed her to remove the coat in front of the cameras, sparking allegations that he might be controlling her life down to her wardrobe choices. As the couple posed for photos, Kanye kept a slight grin on his face, apparently unfazed by the uproar. Bianca, on the other hand, looked tense. People on social media and even some body language experts claimed they could see discomfort in her eyes. Whatever was really going on, the moment was instantly immortalized in viral posts and memes. But this wasn't just a one-off shocker. To truly understand this Grammy stunt, we need to look at the pattern that's been unfolding long before the red carpet. If this had been the only time Bianca wore something so provocative, people might have brushed it off as a rebellious fashion choice. But as it turns out, this is just the latest in a series of extremely revealing outfits she's been spotted in since tying the knot with Kanye. From sheer stockings as pants in Paris to see-through raincoats in LA, Bianca's clothing choices have run the gamut of near nudity. Strikingly, while Bianca's attire leaves little to the imagination, Kanye often appears bundled up in heavy layers, hoodies, or oversized jackets. Fans have joked about the contrast, noting that Kanye seems perfectly warm, while Bianca braves the elements and the paparazzi's unrelenting flash in next to nothing. To some, it looks like she's simply following his lead, as though she's become a live mannequin for Kanye's fashion experiments. Bianca has also been caught on camera adjusting her outfits in real time, like pulling down a sheer bodysuit or strategically placing her phone to cover private areas. Observers say it's yet another hint that she might not be entirely comfortable with these eye-popping outfits. The fact that Kanye stands by, apparently calling the shots, adds more fuel to the idea that this is more than just a woman expressing her personal style. But fashion is only half the story. Things got even more complicated when people started analyzing the couple's interactions at the Grammys. One of the most viral discussions post-Grammys centered on alleged lip readers who claimed Kanye told Bianca to remove her coat. According to some, Bianca hesitated, even shaking her head as if in refusal. Others believe she agreed from the start, saying the entire display was a coordinated stunt. Whichever version you believe, the fact that so many people are scrutinizing their every facial expression and whispered interaction reveals how intense the speculation has become. Some fans argue that Bianca is a willing participant, fully aware of the media frenzy this would generate. After all, Kanye is no stranger to orchestrating headline-grabbing moments. Think of his interruptions on stage, bizarre social media rants, and cryptic fashion shows. Could this be another of his dramatic statements about fame, modesty, or the lack thereof? Meanwhile, critics are troubled by the idea that Bianca might be under Kanye's thumb. They point to the tension in her body language and the moment she reportedly frowned at the cameras. Is she simply performing her role as Kanye's muse, or is there a genuine element of discomfort and coercion at play? As if that wasn't enough, rumors swirled that Kanye and Bianca didn't just stir up drama, they might have gotten kicked out of the Grammys altogether. Right after the red carpet spectacle, speculation ran wild. Did the Grammys expel them for violating the dress code? Multiple stories circulated online, suggesting the couple was asked to leave because they weren't invited in the first place. Or perhaps they violated some indecency policy. Videos of them disappearing from the event only fueled these rumors. However, insiders and sources close to the Grammys gave conflicting accounts. Some said the pair was never invited to the official ceremony in the first place, so they may have left on their own. Others insisted they were invited but chose to exit after making their statement on the red carpet. A Grammy spokesperson eventually shut down the rumor that they were forcibly removed, stating Kanye simply walked in, took photos, and left. Fans who had been following the drama minute by minute on social media had another theory. Maybe Kanye caught wind of the negative press and thought it better to leave before the backlash escalated. The harsh laughter and camera flashes could have made Bianca uncomfortable, possibly prompting a quick retreat. Whether they left by choice or not, people weren't done dissecting every last detail, especially when it came to potential legal consequences. The Grammys have guidelines about what's acceptable to wear in front of the cameras. Typically, they issue advisories to artists and attendees about avoiding outfits that expose certain body parts. On top of that, the laws in California define indecent exposure as intentionally displaying one's private areas in a manner likely to offend or shock others. Bianca's dress was arguably so sheer that it raised serious questions. Did she break these rules? Photos from the event clearly show she was almost entirely uncovered beneath that see-through fabric. According to some legal experts, the situation could be considered borderline indecent exposure if any official complaint was filed. However, it seems no one at the venue lodged a formal objection. One lawyer, speaking off the record, suggested the couple's star status might have helped them avoid immediate repercussions. Big celebrities often get away with pushing boundaries that would land everyday people in hot water. Still, this only contributed to the internet chatter about Bianca being manipulated, or about Kanye using her as a walking controversy magnet. But the public's curiosity didn't stop at dress codes. Soon, old allegations resurfaced that painted an even more disturbing picture of Kanye's control tactics. Before the Grammys fiasco, Kanye was already dogged by a lawsuit from his former assistant, Lauren Pichota. She claimed Kanye's behavior crossed professional lines, alleging he sent her explicit content and tried to pressure her into personal relationships. According to the legal filings, Bianca was also mentioned, supposedly tasked with helping arrange meetups for Kanye with other women. In this context, Bianca doesn't come off as a helpless bystander. The lawsuit suggests she was sometimes involved in coordinating or facilitating Kanye's controversial activities. Does that mean she's fully on board with every scheme, or is she complying because she feels pressured? This question has fueled intense debate among fans and skeptics alike, especially now that she's under the public spotlight in outfits that many label exploitative. Even if Bianca played a role in Kanye's private affairs, her family insists she's not herself, and they've been trying to help her. Amid the whirlwind of rumors and public appearances, Bianca's family has reportedly grown deeply concerned. Some close to the family say her parents are mortified. They remember a very different Bianca, someone who, while stylish and confident, would never purposely parade in near nudity across city streets or high-profile events. It's said that Bianca's mother even flew from Australia to Los Angeles, desperate to talk sense into her daughter. She apparently pleaded with Bianca to step away from Kanye's influence if she was feeling pressured or controlled. Family friends described an intervention of sorts, where close relatives tried to persuade Bianca to at least reconsider the more revealing outfits, or take a break from public appearances. Meanwhile, her father allegedly wants a serious conversation with Kanye. One source quoted him as saying he doesn't understand why Kanye would put Bianca on display this way if he wouldn't tolerate something similar for his own daughters someday. The frustration stems from a feeling that Bianca is being used as a sort of trophy, and that is not the future her parents wanted for her. But if you thought the Grammys red carpet was peak shock value, the after parties may have taken it to a whole new level. Soon after the internet exploded over the Grammys appearance, another wave of chatter began. Rumors that Kanye and Bianca were spotted at an exclusive after party, engaging in behavior that made the red carpet look tame. Witnesses claimed the pair were dancing provocatively, with Kanye openly grabbing Bianca in full view of everyone. People around them were both fascinated and uncomfortable by how brazen they were being. Some say it was a desperate bid for attention, a way to keep the conversation going long after the awards ended. Others suspect this might be Kanye's attempt to break Bianca's final barriers of modesty in a very public setting. At one point, the couple was reportedly observed in a corner near the dance floor, with Bianca clad in yet another see-through mesh fresh ensemble. While certain onlookers cheered, others pulled out their phones, documenting what they saw as a surreal spectacle. Yet again, the question loomed, is Bianca willingly participating, or is she under pressure? Social media erupted with speculation about her mental state, and some even started hashtags urging Bianca to free herself from what they see as a controlling environment. Critics countered that she's an adult making her own choices, and that these stunts are no different from countless other celebrity couples who thrive on being talked about. So is this all just a calculated performance, or a sign of something more troubling? From the shockwaves at the Grammys to the wild after-party antics, Kanye West and Bianca Censori have shown they know how to dominate the public's attention. But behind the flashy headlines and viral photos lies a tangled web of speculation about control, manipulation, and the length celebrities will go for relevance. Some see Bianca as a willing collaborator, an active participant in Kanye's headline-grabbing vision. Others are convinced she's trapped in a toxic situation, evidenced by her seemingly reluctant expressions and her family's alarm. The truth may be somewhere in between. Perhaps Bianca is more complicated than the internet's simple labels allow. Maybe she's being both strategic and subservient, enjoying some aspects of the limelight while feeling uneasy about others. Or it could be that the woman we see on red carpets and in paparazzi snapshots is entirely different behind closed doors. Either way, the controversy won't be dying down anytime soon. After all, Kanye has always pushed boundaries, musically, artistically, and socially. If this is just another chapter in his ongoing saga of shock and awe, it might be one of his most provocative yet. But if there's a genuine darker side to the power dynamics in this relationship, then what we're witnessing isn't just scandalous, it's heartbreaking. Now, I want to hear your take. Do you believe Bianca is fully in control, or do you suspect something sinister is happening behind the scenes? Are these outfits simply a wild fashion statement, or could they be a sign of deeper issues between her and Kanye? Let's talk about it in the comments, because when it comes to Kanye West and controversy, there's always more than meets the eye.